Hello, welcome to my Perfect Genetics Challenge, Generation 1, Episode 4. Olivia is now well established at work, and she's met the man of her dreams, and she's been gardening and cooking. This morning she's up early, as usual, and she's cooking herself some breakfast. So she's cooking pancakes. She seems to enjoy cooking pancakes. Once she's had her breakfast, she goes out into her garden. Because we're working on her gardening skill, I want her to get up to level 7 in gardening. Once she hits level 7, I don't mind if she never gardens again, because I can go to her at any time that I want a particular seed planted, and she'll be able to plant it. Because from level 7 up, they can plant all the seeds, except perhaps for the Omni plant. She's got to be able to do that too, I suppose. But I'm not worried too much about the Omni plant, the steak plants, or the cheese plants. If she gets those opportunities, well, then we'll work towards them. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to be able to plant all of the seeds that she finds generally lying around the ground. At work, she practices cooking until she gets a cooking skill up high enough. And when she came out from work that night, Don wasn't outside, so she had to go straight home. But she's sending him a love letter, just to make sure that he doesn't forget that she exists, because she has got an eye on that man. So the letter's done, and now she's there alone, with just herself and her TV. And that TV's a cheap TV. She can watch the romance channel, or she could do some exercise, but she can't learn any skills from it. So she's going to try a bit of exercise. She's better get in shape. Got to impress that bloke. Now while she's sleeping, I decided to give her a back door so it's easier for her to get out to her garden. She doesn't have to go out the front and walk all the way around her house. Not that her house is very big yet. Needed to shift a few plants before we could do the door, putting the door in. Now, do we leave the window where it is, or do we move it across? I think we'll leave it next to the door. It'll make life a bit easier for her. Now it's next morning. She hasn't had any more zombies in the garden yet. She's out there to pay some bills and to see if there's any mail. Picked up the newspaper and she's reading that. And make herself some breakfast. She's developing a morning routine for herself. When she's got it sorted, this is what she'll continue doing until she can hopefully get herself a husband. Or just for the rest of her life, live alone, eating breakfast before she goes to work. So the next morning, as soon as she wakes up, she invites Don. Better go out and check the mail too. She's going to cook breakfast first. She's hungry. She's got a bit of a mess there. She didn't clean up after herself last night. Hey, here's Don. He's arrived. He actually came over. I didn't think he would. I thought, he'd sort of ring back in a minute or so, say, sorry, something came up, as they do so often. But he didn't. He actually turned up. So she stopped cooking for the time being. He's only there for a very short time. He's got about an hour between when he got there and when Or actually from when she invited him to when he's got to go to work. So he's a good friend, and they're on a date now by the look of it, with hearts. They seem to be compatible, don't they? They do have two traits in common. I made sure of that. They're both flirty, and they're both natural-born cooks. But she dislikes children, and he's family-oriented. So that's opposing traits. That was a brave move. Heat of the moment, and he's accepted it. Wow. That was a surprise. That's moving faster than I thought it would, and I haven't encouraged that bit. Now what's going to happen? Just leave them on their own, see how they do. A little flirt. They're getting on very well together. Romantic interests. This was a worthwhile invitation, and she leapt into his arms, and he caught her. He's a strong man as well as a green man. Let's see if she can get him to be her boyfriend. Because she's got to do all the proposing, because I can't control him. It looks like he's agreed. So she's got a boyfriend. First kiss, first love. She's got some big positive moodlets there, and she's starving hungry, and she's got a grubby table to eat at, so she's got to go and clean that table up before she finishes cooking, I think. She'll have to go to work soon. At least she hasn't got a dirty room now. She cleaned the bench last night. That was pretty foul last night. And it's all been cleaned this morning, so she obviously did that before she went to bed last night, but she left her dirty plate out. So it's waffles this morning. But everything she cooks, she improves her cooking skill. And she thinks she's still on this date because she's got the heart still circling over her head. I wonder if Don's got his red heart circling over his head at work at the consignment store, because he's a consignment specialist. Of course, he'll quit that job as soon as they get married, if they do get married. So she's put the waffles down to serve them on the table that she was supposed to sit at to eat, and then left no room for her plate to eat from. Oh well, she'll still eat her breakfast the same, I suppose. And she'll have to put them away before she goes to work. Alicia's washing a plate. Her hair, I've given her blue roots, purple body of her hair. The highlights are a bright pink, pinkish purple, and the tips are a light yellow. We'll see if we can get a match and how long it takes. Her eyes are pinkish purple as well, very much like the highlights in her hair. Now, in spite of the fact that they've just had a very romantic meeting and they've become boyfriend and girlfriend, she's decided not to take any chances. After paying her bills, she writes him another love letter. Oh, she gets a love letter from him first, and then she's going to send one back. What did he say? He says, "Words are sweet, but words can't kiss." get over here and let's discuss our feelings. Wow. But she's giving him some more words because she can't get over there because he's at work and she's about to go to work after she's done some more gardening. The other thing that the gardening will do for her is she can consign what she harvests at the greenhouse, because I've put humble harvest stands at the Stones Throw greenhouse lot. The al fresco market is in this world as well. I put it there. I actually put quite a few venues in the world for them, and they haven't been using them yet. Well, they haven't been doing anything but go to work, have they?
No.
She still thinks she's on a date because she's still got the heart, the group, things circling over her head. He's gone to work ages ago, and there she goes now. She's off to work. She's going to practice cooking. We just drove past his house, and now she's at work, where she will practice cooking until she gets as good as she needs to be. Because once she starts having babies, I don't think she's going to get much opportunity to work here. And she is a bit of a career woman. Oh no, a fight broke out, and she decided to help. Good on her. She got covered in sauce, but they were all very impressed by her bravery. So we're actually coming to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in episode 5 of my Perfect Genetics Challenge. Bye bye for now, and happy simming.